We're the Breakfast Club now.
Yes, I'm gonna have sushi at breakfast.
I'm not sure that's a very good breakfast food.
So the three women enter this feasting room once again, and they find both Grubender and Lothar back into the food.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I would not recommend the greenish, fleshy pine cone.
it's an artichoke, Grubender. Honestly, it's really good. Dip it in some hot butter. You'll enjoy it.
Hot butter. Tasty.
I love artichokes. It's not even fair.
It's got a temperature of 103.
I am going to reach around, grabbing small portions of a little bit of everything. Whatever there is, just small. I like to taste test before I get the big plate.
Okay, so we're eating breakfast.
Top.
Did you all find anything out?
Later.
Okay. Enjoy your breakfast.
I assume there's like knights coming in and out of this joint. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you shit. Later.
Okay.
We have some privacy.
We didn't find out anything. All I got is this. I'll throw the badge across the table.
Oh, and it's the badge with the symbol on it?
All right, so after a few moments of the party eating breakfast silently amongst themselves, doors open once again and Sabra walks through. She says, "Oh, good, you found the food all right. I hope everything is to everyone's liking."
It's quite delicious.
It's more than we could have wished for.
It's heavenly delightful.
So,
It's really tasty.
you're too kind, too kind. I spoke with several of the knights, and as requested, they're ready to head off in any which direction you would choose, as soon as you have finished breakfast, I suppose.
Oh, that is quite kind of you. We appreciate it more than you know. And I take a few more bites before I stand up and ask everyone if they're ready.
Ready.
Ready for what?
Did we drug the vendor before he goes?
Does he need some Benadryl?
We have some Valium.
We are going to take a tour, Gravenda.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It will be, truly.
Grabenda, she means back on the hippogriffs.
Okay.
If you want, I can fly next to you, and if you fall, I will be able to get you.
I'll just hold on really tight. Like I did last time.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly. For you. Okay. I assume we're all
We're
going
good?
now.
Oliver kind of looks about the group, and she says, "Oh, all right then. So if you'll just follow me up to the pinnacle."
Up
She
to
begins-
the pinnacle, I thought the stables were downstairs.
She says, "Well, the stables are downstairs, yes, but the knights have gotten their vultures ready for the flight up on the pinnacle.
Oh,
And
This will be
unfortunately,
quite
the
exciting.
hippogriffs won't be able to make the voyage this distance and back to the spire before nightfall."
to the pinnacle it is then. And she begins to follow Sabra.
Yeah.
All right.
We need
Megan-
Gabender's march, even though he's not excited.
Making their way to the
Front
top.
march 'em.
I was just gonna say that.
We're on the same page.
The wind whipping at the characters, howling as it passes by. Several large vultures, each with a knight mounted up top of it, harnessed and ready to go, are all the vultures are kind of lowered as far as they can to the ground upon seeing everybody step up onto the spire.
Cool.
It's been so much fun. I'm so excited.
She says, if you can, just each of you will be on the backs of one of these vultures, accompanied by one of the Feathergale Knights, and they will take you in the direction of the Riverguard Keep, I believe was you said.
Yes.
Alright, mount up.
And,
Let's do this.
and along your flight back, you should be able to pass over the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Wonderful.
This is truly exciting.
Do you mind if we...
I cannot thank you enough.
Do you mind if we circle the tower once before we go?
She says, I suppose that wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, fantastic.
If you can, everybody essentially hop onto the back of one of these vultures.
I'm on a boat and don't
Ah.
I guess I'll be here. Yeah.
All right. So one by one, the party climbs onto the backs of these vultures. Some being assisted by the knights already mounted, and others making their way up on their own. They find what looks to be a kind of shoddy, not so much shoddy seat, but clearly wasn't intended to be ridden by two people. Like braces and the like have been added to these harnesses behind the knights, specifically for the purposes of having another person on the back.
I don't even care. I'm just super excited. As I look at Gerbender, and I'm sure I see a face of pure terror.
And Gerbender,
And I give him the thumbs up.
Gerbender's vulture is the first one to leap off of the edge of the spire, and a 400-foot drop lies before Gerbender and the ground. I mean, the first one down, the vulture begins swooping around the spire as requested, followed quickly by Mushi and Lothar's vultures, both falling off the edges simultaneously, followed by Cassie, followed by Illyria, taking the rear. And each of them begin just swirling and down the spire as requested.
All right. As I see my room that we were staying in, I want to put the air sigil. I'm going to use a minor illusion and put the air sigil on the window just to see if John Darcy.
Roll me a concentration check.
Oh,
What are you up to?
Don't you get us dropped off these damn birds.
no. Ability check? Wait. Concentration for what? What's the
Because you're falling on the back of this large vulture and you're trying to pinpoint what specifically where
check? Right.
you're placing
What's the
this
check?
symbol.
What check am I rolling?
Constitution.
Constitution. 18.
All right. So as Lothar is whipping by this window on the spire, he feels like he placed this marking in the appropriate location for the elemental symbol of air. And one by one, they make it towards the base where the stables are located, spiral down one more time around pure rock on the column the spire is built upon before they kind of jerk back upwards over the canyon in front of them. And with that, Gerbender and Mushi, can you both roll me perception checks?
I am so terrible with these. Anytime it needs, like,
Oh, you're
That's-
really
that's
good at those.
I did good.
Shush.
I did good.
You.
Any other time. Okay, these
Any
last
other
two, they've been
time.
pretty good.
I'm not on a flying bird of death. I can't see a thing.
Now I see everything.
Oh, I wish I had more sushi.
Just drink more beer. They'll make up for it.
Number 4 already.
Me too.
Twinsies.
Twinsies.
We're like this.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't see Grubender's roll, so I was waiting for it. Sorry.
He got a 13.
So Grubender, you're kind of clinging relatively tightly to these harnesses, as well as the back of this knight. That on top of this, not nearly giant enough for you, Vulture. And Mushi, you see more movement, kind of about the valley below. Still off in the distance, about the area where you saw the gnolls, just kind of continuing to go back and forth amongst themselves.
This area around here?
Yeah.
I think that's where I saw. Okay.
As the party begins in this formation, heading in what you can presume to be the direction of the Riverguard Keep. And Illyria, can you roll me a perception check? As roughly 5 minutes go by.
15.
All right. So, Illyria, you notice that after a couple of minutes, glancing back, it seems that you're being followed by figures smaller than the giant vultures.
Like hippogriff size, perhaps?
Like, unless they're further away than you think, smaller
like
than
men
even
in squirrel
hippogriffs.
suits?
Like, you can see the wings flapping of these creatures as they are clearly headed straight in your direction.
Like tiny birds?
It's a
Like
murder of crows.
larger birds.
Like medium birds.
So she's gonna, I guess, tap the knight in front of her, kind of like on the shoulder, and indicate the birds behind them. And just be like, friends of yours?
And almost immediately, you can hear a voice sounding as if it's right within your very ear. Significantly clear despite the loud gust of rushing wind past your ear. You can make out his voice. He says, "I'm sorry, what was that?"
Are those friends of yours back there?
And his gaze turns to meet where you're indicating, and his sight immediately darts back up front. And Grubender, the vulture you're riding upon, jerks a hard right as the kind of formation begins turning around in the direction of these figures that were pointed out. Just give me a second to flip the formation.
Like, I mean, are we talking about like Top Gun, inverted barrel roll hard right?
No,
Not so
like
much an inverted barrel roll,
Yeah,
almost like they're turning around to see
It's a
just
bank.
what the heck is going on.
Okay, so there's no like upside downs or like falling offs. Just-
Right, it's just
okay.
a hard. It's essentially a huge U-turn.
How
Okay.
do the harnesses work? Their legs are like strapped in, kind of.
Loosely strapped in, yeah. Like it's
Like a
much
saddle,
more
right?
secure than like a horse's saddle,
Hmm.
because there's a lot more at stake.
Okay, but like if
Falling
she
off the
had
horse?
to, if
Okay.
it doesn't require necessarily holding on with both hands at all times.
Right,
Okay.
right.
She's gonna draw her bow.
Yeah, I'm totally holding on with both hands.
All right.
She doesn't have an arrow, like it's not drawn, but it's just out and like ready.
All right. So
do I know about some devil birds?
well, if the party would like to roll me initiative,
Oh god.
Oh, damn.
As you see each one of these bird-like figures headed in your directions.
Oh, this
20.
can't be
This
good.
reminds me that when Illyria was gone, I totally rolled a higher initiative than her to save my life, and it was fantastic.
Everything I do is at disadvantage in this fight.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh, where am I?
What a bird.
we're on bird.
5.
I'm so excited.
Dang it.
Wow.
Just so you know, the bird is the word.
Oh God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why?
Bird is the word.
No.
Oh god, we're
And
Attack
you can
on.
see them clearly drawing closer with spears in hand. As
oh
it-
no.
As
Birds
they,
with spears?
as they draw closer, it would appear these birds have arms, and they are armed with spears as they are headed straight in your
The
direction.
birds are armed.
Fuckers.
Harpies.
Get it?
I hate harpies.
Fucking birds.
And so the way that movement is going to work on top of the vultures is you got a movement speed of 60 feet.
Shit, yeah.
So you can move in any direction you choose. More or less, you're just kind of pulling the knight in the direction, and he's using his action to move the beast for you on your initiative count.
Oh, because we know so much about aerial combat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are beasts. We've
So
got this.
Where?
I
Oh, there
have
they are.
No spells that hit more
Everything
than
is
one
so
person.
tiny.
Fireball the
How
shit
many-
out of them.
How many freaking feet is that? Holy shit. Oh,
So-
I can
Don't worry,
still shoot
I
them.
got
I can
this.
still shoot them.
Shut up.
The distance does appear shorter because you guys are still 400 feet up in the air.
Does that mean I can't shoot them?
No, you can. Sorry, it looks closer in scale to the
Objects
valley.
in mirror are closer than they appear.
By any chance, did the knight, like, I assume that yes, these are enemies, like, by the knight's reactions.
So as the bank finishes, each one of you hear a separate voice in your own ear. Like each of you hears their own individual voice,
We have private
presumably
intercoms
of
to
the
our
knight that you're riding with, who says, "It would seem we're under attack."
Oh,
Excellent.
really? That's good to know.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Lothar,
so-
you hear a voice within your own ear that says, "Now is not the time for sarcasm. Draw your weapons."
All right.
And with that, Illyria, you're first up.
So I want to swing, like, out, kind of like diagonally out to the side in this. Hold on. I don't have my pointer on. Like, whatever my full movement is in, like, this direction.
All right.
I want to try and get around the group so I can shoot. Perfect.
There.
Whoa. That's
Whoa,
60
whoa.
feet?
That's 60 feet.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, so just kidding. Like, here.
So like there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And now that I'm okay, I assume I can shoot around the knight.
Yeah. No
Okay.
problem. Like, he kind of
We're gonna-
banks the vulture in a fashion that you're able to get your shots off between the flaps of its wings.
So we're gonna go for this guy,
All right.
and it's probably not gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway. 13.
You've got this.
13's gonna hit.
Are they surprised that I shot an
They
arrow at them?
are not surprised.
Damn it!
She did fly
so-
around the group, though.
But
I
is
mean,
the,
she was kind
but
of
is
in the
it the
back.
first round of combat? Have they made a move
Hold
in
on.
combat?
I need to refresh myself on that. Give me a second.
It is the first round of combat.
Oh wait, I have advantage. Oh, but okay. It just negates it. I just don't have
Right.
disadvantage. It's still 13.
Yeah, but doesn't
Um,
assassinate automatically make it a crit if they haven't taken
No,
a turn in combat?
only if they're surprised. If they haven't taken a turn yet, I have advantage on the attack roll. Or in this case, I would just have the regular attack roll.
I see. Well, that's a stupid.
But I get
wording.
this. I get the sneak. I think. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Does it count? Do I still
Assassinate
get the sneak?
gives you the sneak, but it doesn't give you the
No.
crit, right?
Well, I don't know, Zen. This is probably your call because I had disadvantage on the attack. Assassinate gives me advantage, which negates the disadvantage, and sneak attack comes into play if I have advantage on the attack roll.
So
So-
I believe that if you have any kind of advantages, no matter how many, and any kind of disadvantages, no matter how many, they just negate each other.
Correct.
So it would just be the original roll of 13.
Right, but in terms of whether or not I get the sneak, not whether or not it hits.
Okay.
Because the sneak is if I have advantage or if somebody is within 5 feet of them. So
I would.
Like I have advantage, but I don't
Right.
at the same time.
I think we're gonna go with yes.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll. Yeah, that's a difficult one because if they cancel each other out, technically you don't have advantage on the attack roll, right?
Basically. Because I assume it's broad, like
I'll-
direct sunlight.
I'll give it to you for having spotted them.
Cool.
Gosh.
So that's
Oh man.
17 damage?
Yeah.
All right. The arrow slams into him, and he continues flying directly towards the group. He fumbles for a second, dropping lower than the rest of them, but they are proceeding
Okay.
towards the party.
It was
Anything
this one.
else? Yes.
No.
All right, Lothar.
Oh, it's my turn.
And I will be right back, actually.
All right.
All right. Well, shit. Again, total character flaw. I have no range spells.
Don't fly up there, Lothar. I have a plan. And I will not burn you.
Lothar, that is
I might
not a
have
reason
to.
to change characters.
No, that.
Lothar
No,
jumps
I
off
have-
of his vulture.
No.
To his death.
No, I got some range. So let me just make sure my range is for what I can use. Okay, 60. That's good. I can do that. All right. Movement. I can move my token. I can't move my vultures, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay. So let's see here. These guys are. Oh, I couldn't see that. How far are they from me? All right, 95 feet. All right, I need to move 35 feet in a general this way direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 55.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit this one. Where's my pinger?
This guy.
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with vicious mockery.
All right.
Ha! I'm gonna say, your mother was a chicken.
And he doesn't seem phased by this remark.
Okay.
Possible his mother was a chicken.
Okay, and I will use the rest of my movement to move back behind everybody else. So back over here somewhere.
Oh, 5, 10, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 55, 50, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can make it to there.
That's good. That's good.
All right.
And
Mushi.
as a bonus action,
Sorry?
I have bonus actions. I will oh wait, you don't have to roll for that. Oh, I will give inspiration to Illyria.
All right.
I know you can see well in the sunlight, but here is a guiding light so you can hit our foes.
And
with
she's
that,
not even here.
Illyria
Oh, that's right. She's not even here to hear it.
feels herself being inspired.
Damn it! I
And
wasted a good
Mushi.
song on somebody
You
got
give her
here.
even more light to cause her problems.
It's a guiding light. It's different.
Well, I mean, technically, it's just inspiration.
It's just.
Not even the guiding. All right, Mushi.
And going along with Lothar's insult, I would like to look around to everyone and ask if anyone would like fried chicken for dinner before casting towards this one.
I'll yell out, "Save me a chicken leg!"
Casting towards which one?
Really? I got a 1 on damage. It was this one.
That one? Okay.
Yes. What is that roll? That's bullcrap.
Hey, just
What
do
is
it
what
again.
roll?
I get the 20 fire. That's a natural 1, and it makes
That
me
would
sad.
be everybody in the radius. All right.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, wait. Actually,
Sorcerer points.
yes.
Ooh,
But, let me find it. Let me find the button.
button it.
I gotta find the button. Wait.
Hold on.
There's a button. She's got to find it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Oh,
Four.
this is so confusing. This is what I want to do.
1, 2, 3,
I have to
4.
find it.
Oh my
Where
god!
did
How
it
many
go?
buttons do you have to click?
I have too many buttons, and I'm very confused. What was that?
Christ.
Ah. Okay. One of my dogs. I'm trying
Alright,
to use empowered
So I believe
spell.
empowered
prevent.
spell.
Yes, but I don't
You want-
know. Is it a D6 that I have to reroll? Because I'm rerolling 2 of them.
Well, I believe you pick a number.
It says how many dice, and I said 2 dice, and then it says dice size.
So-
So I don't. Is it 1d6?
2 dice, and I believe it's D6. Yeah, D6.
D6. Okay, submit. That's what I'm doing. What?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what we're
So rather than 2, the damage is going to be a +4. So 20 minus 2 plus 4 is 22 fire
Well.
damage.
It's a little better, guys. It's not any more nat ones.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Hey.
All right.
That's like barely marginally better.
I got excited from nothing. Okay.
Yep. That's what happened.
This is a great example of when to use Fireball, though.
Yeah.
Right?
But with that,
That's right.
I'm
When,
listening. But
when
I
your
have to
party
check on my
members
notes.
aren't standing in it.
Yes, that is very key. Don't kill me.
We do still have to go back to the mine one of these days.
I want that breastplate. Oh well, not really. Not that.
All right. So the one that has an arrow sticking out of it is singed and falls from the sky.
Oh, yay.
The majority of the birds in the front seem to take the brunt of this damage, whereas a couple in the back seem to have shielded themselves with their wings, dropping a few feet to do so, but proceeding forward.
Did I have a chance to yell out that they don't speak common?
I don't think you even identified them.
No.
Anything else, Yushi?
Oh, doggy treats.
Okay.
We good. We good.
All right. Grubender.
Okay. I guess I'm going to advance towards them so that I'm within.
So, Grubender, as you are moving forward towards them, you can feel as if the air around you is slamming into you, as you can feel a swoosh of the wind and an impact upon the vulture that you are riding upon,
What?
followed by another swoop of air. And what is your AC?
Well, at the moment it is 19.
As you feel yourself slammed for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Woo!
As in front of you, the very air around you seems to corporealize into this figure of swirling air. You can only faintly make out a face within it. As it proceeds to
What is this?
swarm Grabender, and the
Oh,
giant vulture heaves upon.
Oh
So
yeah.
minus-
That,
Right.
Grabender, it is your turn.
did
that
it disappear?
thing still seem to be there?
It is currently all around Grabender and the giant vulture that he is mounted upon.
Okay. Well, that changes things a little bit.
Bring out the
Hug
cards,
it to death.
Bender. Bring him out.
I guess in that case, I am going to.
I think
Let me
Lothar
double
needs
check.
his battle helmet.
Let me double check my Spirit Guardians card. Yeah. So for now, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
Click that button.
Gotta
Rilo
find-
Ren.
believe that's 15 feet.
It is a 15-foot radius, correct?
All right.
And I'm going to make sure that everyone, all my friends and allies, are excluded from its effect.
How many can you name?
Ooh.
Because currently
Any
you
number
have
of creatures.
okay. Perfect.
I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
Include the vultures.
Yeah.
Oh god, that
All
kinda
right.
sounded like Bane.
All right. So I'm guessing you're including the vultures and the knights in that as well.
Yes. Yes. All friends, all allies.
All right. All right.
Particularly my mount. And so that's my action. And my bonus action. Do. I don't really seem to have anything that's
There.
no bonus actions.
All right. And with that, the birds down below continue swarming themselves towards the party and all of their mounts, and they throw the spears that they've got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 towards Lothar's vulture, 2 towards Grubender's, 2 towards Mushi's, and 1 towards
Of
Illyria's.
course they go for the mounts, they're smart.
Why would you say that? Same team.
Lothar, both spears slam into the side of the vulture you're riding upon.
You're really trying
Can
to
I
kill me, aren't
cast-
you?
Can I cast a shield on my vulture?
Is it a touch or a self?
And it is a touch. Or mage armor. That's what I meant. Mage armor is a touch.
Sure.
Because
Can
they
you
don't
do
have
it-
any armor, right?
Can you do it as a reaction?
Mhm.
No, it's an action.
Mage armor is an action.
Grabender, one of the spears goes under your
Yeah.
vulture as it jerks itself up with another forceful push of its wings right into a second javelin that slams into it for 8 points of damage. Mushi, the vulture you're riding upon kind of does a quick little barrel roll spin to avoid the first javelin, and the second javelin slams it right into its face
Ow.
for only 9 points of piercing damage with a crit.
That's not terrible. But what's the vulture's health?
You don't know.
1 second, and I'll make the vulture's health visible to you guys. And Illyria, 1 spear slams into your vulture for 7 points of piercing damage.
Can I use my uncanny dodge?
If it were targeting you, I would say yes. But for the vulture you're on, I would say no.
But if the vulture is technically attached to me, are we not truly one creature at this moment in time?
Oh, do you have a head tail that you
If
tie
you
into
were
his
the
ears?
one-
Have you
in
become the
control-
beast with two backs?
Of the vulture, I might give that a little more sway, but because you're more or less just kind of seated on it, and the knight in front of you is the one with the reins. I
But he
would
does
say-
what I say. If I say bank, hard left, do a barrel roll.
So I'll say no.
Oh.
Come on.
Hey,
But with that, Cassie is up
Okay. How much of a feet were
60 feet.
60 feet?
That's how far you can move
Okay.
on these guys.
I'm
Where did they go?
I'm thinking about move behind Mushi, and I'm thinking about I would like to do gust wind.
All right, 1 second.
Ooh, good call.
Thank you.
If she does it behind me, will that get me and
She
Gorbender's
said she
mount
was moving
in
in
that?
front of you, right?
Yes.
She's moving in
front,
front
okay.
of you. So
Okay, I thought she said behind. I was like, wait.
No, she's gonna be in front of everybody.
So everyone should
yeah,
be
it's
able to see their vulture's health above their head.
Yes.
And Cassie, you said you were going to move right in front of Mushi?
Yes.
Does that mean mine's almost dead?
15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Yours is full. Gorbender's is almost dead.
I got hit
And
twice
then-
though.
And now
I
I'm
can't
going.
tell because
Okay,
of
yours is
the
half
spirit
full.
guardian.
Yeah, mine too. Mine's kind of
1 second then.
it's blued.
How about that?
Ah.
Okay, wait.
That's
Just
depressing.
so Gerbender's thing got hit twice, or more damage than mine took.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Lothar's
Just curious.
should have taken 14.
Yeah. Did
Urbender's took 8,
uh-huh.
so his shouldn't be lower than yours. But it is.
Did he get hit by the wind thing? Is that what was the difference?
I think it might have subtracted his twice.
Okay. That looks
So
better.
it's trying
His
to
was
say
only hit to 1.
trying to steal Gorbender.
Okay.
No, you're right. It got hit by the air elemental slamming it
Oh god.
first, and then it was struck by one of the spears.
Okay.
Thanks, Lucas.
Hey, no harm, no foul. I was just making sure. I was actually trying to help you, buddy. I'm sorry.
And Cassie, essentially,
Yes?
this is your gust of wind. Where would you like to place it?
Does it have to be vertical or horizon?
It's your call.
I would like straight down where those enemies are.
All right,
Is it how long is it? 50 feet or something like that?
60.
60 feet.
All right. So it looks like you got 2 of them in the area for it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. All right. So you conjure up this gust of wind, and at the start of their turn, they'll have to make a strength save to see if they can continue in the direction of the party.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do? And don't forget to mark off one of your second level spell slots too.
My second level spell?
Yeah, Gust of Wind is a second level spell.
Okay.
So you have
Well,
one
Gust of, even though Gust of Wind is the only I have second level spell.
Right, and you used it, so
Mhm.
marked off one of your second level spells.
So
Spell slot.
you should have like 4 spells. 2? How many? 3 spell slots, whatever it is. You go down 1.
She's part druid, so I don't know how many spell slots she has compared to me. I know I have 3.
1 second.
That is so
Pulling up her
difficult.
sheet. So,
Should be the same number since they're both spellcasting classes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so she should have 3, so now she should have 2.
Yeah, you
Right.
should have 2.
All right.
Yes. And
all right.
I wonder. Wait, let me see. I wonder if I'm doing Druidcraft, can I do like a snowstorm or
Is
rain?
Druidcraft an action or a bonus action to use?
Let me see the action and
It's one action.
All right, it looks like it's an action to cast it.
yeah.
So you could use a bonus action to do something. Otherwise, it's going to be Illyria's turn.
I guess I can do the bonus. Wonder if I can do like flurries or rain while I'm casting a gust of wind.
So probably not as a bonus action.
Oh dang.
All right, so Illyria.
Dope.
And little yellow circle on you means that you were inspired by Lothar.
Oh, was I?
He even sang.
I'm sad I missed that. Okay. Well, we're just gonna shoot at this guy.
So that
This
red
guy-
circle, was that the fireball? Is it still
Yeah.
with them?
Nope. All right. You said that was the bottom right guy?
No, this guy right here.
Top right.
Front
Okay.
liner.
Yeah. The
So
front, yeah.
15 is still going to hit. And he begins to tumble out of the air, falling down to the canyon below.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Can we gain altitude relative to the enemies?
Sure.
I don't know. I want to put
Aerial
space
combat.
between them, but not a lot of distance. I want it to make
Okay.
it harder for them to throw their javelins at
So
us.
you can arc your
Okay.
shots down, right?
Yeah.
And you want to use all 60 feet to move just essentially straight up?
No, not all 60 feet, because I don't want to put myself at a disadvantage. Kind of like a back and up, I would say. So like 30 feet back, 30 feet up.
All right.
So 60 feet away.
10, 15,
Not really.
20, 25, 30. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Lothar.
Okay. Lothar is going to move his Griffion, or Vulture, to this side of Gribender. Actually, this side of Gribender.
All right.
And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the Elemental.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right.
And
what does...
for your reference, it was 42 feet technically, not 60.
Okay, sorry.
And can you tell me what that sounds like?
Get away from my friend. That's what it sounds like.
All right.
But in a whisper form.
Okay. So it shifts its figure, and the swirling winds about Gribender's large vulture cease, and it takes 11 points of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And
Actually, it's got a cool thing.
it's full movement speed, right?
Full movement speed directly away from me, correct.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Also, since
And
it has
for
to use its reaction.
Real quick.
Yep.
Also, Lothar gets a attack of opportunity. Gribender gets an attack of opportunity.
Mhm.
5, 10.
I like the expression on the air elemental's face. It's just like,
No!
you guys.
Hey, I just wanted a hug. All right, so we get what melee opportunity attacks? Since I
Yes.
That has a very
Melee
long.
You sent that
Range.
motherfucker home.
hell, I was hoping to put him in
First of
the
all-
airstream.
While it was within the high range, movement is halved.
Movement is halved.
And
Yep.
don't the spirit guardians hit it if it moves?
Mm, Only if it starts its turn. There.
Yeah, you
Oh.
removed it before it started its turn.
Well, I'm trying to save your life.
30, 35, 40, 45 to there.
All right, so I have to do a melee attack against it for opportunity attack.
Or, yes.
Okay.
Is it only in that area its speed is halved, or its speed is halved?
Oh,
if it's in that
an infected
area?
creature's speed is halved in the area.
Difficult terrain.
Okay. One more time. 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 45.
So he's like, over
55,
here.
60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
Holy
Holy
shit!
crap!
Oh my god.
He's got some serious.
And as he's
You
running
huffed
away,
and puffed and blew.
I'm
the
just
wind
happy
away.
it's on a big enough map for this.
is he considered flanked because I'm on the other side of
It
Grimender?
was not, because it wasn't you guys on either side of it.
He was
kind
inside
of
of it.
He was in the same space as Grubender.
Does a 12 hit it?
But as both of you swing your weapons in the direction of the elemental, they seem to slice through nothing but air
Of course they do.
as it is immediately forced out of the space that Grubender is in.
I've got you, buddy.
To 75 feet away. Anything else you would like to do?
Actually, yes. I'm going to use a bonus action to. How much damage did Grimender take? I can't see. Just a little bit.
16.
16. Well, your Griffin looks.
I'm still pretty healthy.
I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on his Vulture.
All right.
He gets 8 hit points back.
Ooh-wee.
Yep.
You can see some of the feathers kind of re-erupting from some of the wounds.
Okay, now see, I have Healing Word is apparently an action. Is it supposed to be a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
To the book!
It is. It is a bonus action.
Oh.
Cure Wounds is an action.
Well, damn it.
Bonus action.
I had it mislabeled in my spellbook.
Oh, you could have been using this whole time to save Rom. Oh.
I don't know if it would have helped Rom at
No,
all.
it wouldn't have.
Maybe Droop though.
Maybe Droop. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Do we still care about him?
Apparently.
Droop is a thing.
I
He's a
have no
distant
I
idea.
think
memory.
somebody
Droop
went
is.
off on a little bit of a tangent when talking to Thurl about the goblin they traveled with. Like,
Jeez.
I think they were talking about fallen companions, and they brought up Droop.
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
I did.
Yes.
I sure did.
Our 8 intelligent. Anyway.
Bender is a
That
very
little shithead.
emotional dragon.
Like the day that we met him.
I'll.
He was useful at times.
I can't believe that you let him come with us for so long.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement.
Well, he could have given you some information, like, about the castle and the lake, but he didn't live that long.
No. All right, so I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to come around to the backside of Mushi and Cassie.
All right.
And as I come over there, I will yell to Mushi, "Hit him with that again!" Hopefully, she knows what I'm talking about.
I was
All
going
right.
to do something different, but I can do that too. I
With
guess.
that, Mushi is up.
I would like to move to here.
If you can move your token, I can move the other token.
Okay, well that's fine.
Exactly.
I didn't know. To here-ish. I mean,
15, 20, 25,
Actually, it was here.
30,
yeah, sorry.
25, 20, 25.
20.
My bad. See, I was debating using Fireball again just because I wouldn't have any more Fireballs if I do it twice. And we've only just begun our tour.
What are you talking about? Just attack them.
Danger tours.
I would like to aim for this one.
All right.
And this one. This one. And this one.
Okie doke. Let her rip.
Ah,
Oh man.
First one.
But-
hits.
but
Go ahead.
I would like to re-roll 2 dice once again
All
I'm
right.
starting to get a hang of this.
Oh,
If
I'm
I can
guessing
find.
you want to re-roll your ones.
Yes, I want to reroll my ones.
All right. And
So
I'm trusting you're keeping track of your sorcery points as you're doing all this.
I am.
Yes,
It
keep up with
says. It says it's one sorcery point to reroll dice up to a number of my levels. So it's only runs one sorcery point, even if it's 2 dice, right?
Right.
you can roll.
From
Okay.
the sounds of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. But I have to figure out to do that again.
So,
2.
so
And which dice? It was D20
that's
and
for,
D6.
this is for damage, right?
Yes. So
All right.
D20.
And you're re-rolling the 2 ones?
Yes.
All right. So it's going first one.
Which
20.
Why did you roll 2 d20s? Do me a
it says
favor, just type-
D20. On the 8, it says 1D20 plus 5 plus 2.
That's your attack. You don't get to re-roll the attack, just the damage.
You know what? Here. So 1D6.
Yeah, reroll damage.
There we go.
Okay, so the first hit is going to be for 11 points of fire damage. If you want to do the exact same thing one more time, we're going to add.
I'll figure this out eventually, okay, guys?
It's a new ability.
And the
I'm
last one,
learning.
plus 4, 4 plus 4. As another one of them spirals out of the air upon being hit. The second one seemed to dodge the bolt directed towards it, and the first one, it slammed it right into its chest, singeing numerous feathers of its plumage. Anything else you would like to do?
I would like to move to here. If
All
possible.
right.
She would like to rage.
It's going to be fully 45
I would.
of your movement.
And
that's
that
it?
is. Yes, because I
Alright.
can't do mage armor as a bonus action.
All right. So he's no longer in Gravender's area.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my dad.
And where is it? Gravender, you can see the same air wisps headed once again straight for the party. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And then half movement through the yellow bits.
Yes. So he gets to land right back on Gravender.
They come.
no,
But upon entering this area, the Spirit Guardians DC of 13 Wisdom. Else 13 Radiant save is half damage. 13 meets it, beats it. Half damage for. Where did it just go? 13 Radiant, halved to 6.
Nice.
As it seems to recoil for only a moment as the Guardians swarming Gravender's form on the outskirts of it slam into this air, and it kind of dissipates for a second before reforming closer around Gravender. And once again, it kind of bears down upon the vulture. And Gravender, can you roll me a strength save? As it seems to just swirl the winds about it even stronger and stronger. All right, you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you can feel the reins around your legs, a strong tension being put to them, as if you weren't holding tight enough to this, you would have been ripped from your seat. And with that, Gravender is up.
Come on, Gravender, get him.
Yes. So this thing's like all around me, right? It's like all up in my business.
All over your business.
Okay. Did I select that one to take? Not sure. Let me check the book.
Vicious Mockery is actually nice. They don't have to understand what I'm saying.
Right.
If they just if they fail, they fail. That's awesome. So that other guy must have just made the save then, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I don't seem to have my inflict wounds spell prepared, but I do have guiding bolt.
All right.
So I am going to guiding bolt.
Is this a range one or a touch?
This is a range.
All right. So at point blank, it will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Beautiful.
Before yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
All
I'm going
right.
to use my War God's Blessing and add 10 to my attack roll.
All right. So making that a 21 versus AC, which is going to be a hit, as this bolt blasts through it, leaving behind a scent in the air that almost smells like holy water
Oh.
as it burns through this creature for 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay. I still can't believe I rolled that. Oh, that's just horrible. 4d6 and I roll 8. But I'm now going to use my War Priest ability. And as a bonus action, I'm going to make a weapon attack.
All right.
You have a
Alright,
magic
come on.
weapon, don't you?
Don't know what.
Have a magic weapon?
I do.
Okay. At least somebody does.
Oh, what do you mean?
Alright. So Grbender slashes like crazy with the longsword talon, and it seems to just only connect with the air around him, not laying purchase upon this creature that's all up in his business.
That's just sad.
Anything else you would like to do?
No. I think that's all we're gonna do.
All right.
Except change my die roll.
And at the start of their turn, they're going to have to make strength saves. Else pushed 15 feet away. All right. And none of them made it.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 feet away. That's where they're starting their turn.
Does it knock them prone by any chance?
Prone in the air? Yes.
Does it normally knock them prone?
No, I don't think so.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Let's see.
I actually don't remember either, to tell you the truth.
I don't think so.
The gust
too
disperses
bad.
gas or vapor and extinguishes candles.
So no.
Oh man.
But the flock proceeds closer towards the group. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they make it to about here. And the two on Gurbender's side, as well as the three below Cassie, are throwing another spear in the direction of Cassie.
Oh no. Okay, let me
And-
guess.
Cassie, what is your AC?
AC. You're talking about the red one.
The red one, yes.
15.
All right. So 2 of these spears slam into Cassie for 12 points of piercing damage. And can you roll me a 2 Constitution saves?
The one with the heart.
Yes. Right next to Constitution. All right.
Have I used
So-
my
First
reaction
roll.
this turn?
I don't believe so.
I thought
the
you
first
said
spear slams into Cassie, and she forces her will to maintain on this gust of wind in front of her as the second spear slams into her, and the gust itself seems to fade into the air around it. And the vulture below you is also going to take 1 spear for 4 points of damage.
okay.
That's going to be their turn.
Okay.
And now you're up.
Okay. Go ahead. Do
I'm really
the
tempted not to do this. Sorry to interrupt, Cassie, but there were 2 theoretically that were attacking Gerbender. You
okay.
never do anything with them.
The 2 on Gerbender's side were throwing spears at Cassie because of the gust of wind, and then the 3 threw spears at her vulture, and only 1 of them hit.
Okay.
So they
Which is
said, "Screw you,
ironic
Dragon
because
Man."
the vulture's AC is 10, and only 1 of them were able to hit.
All right. I'm thinking about doing the magic missile.
All right. And which ones would you like to target?
The one in front of me. 3 of them.
This one?
Yes.
And all 3 at that one?
Yes.
All right, so bam, bam, bam for 10 points of force damage. These bolts slam into the bird, and it begins to tumble out of the air, spiraling rapidly towards the ground below. Anything else you would like to do this turn?
I want to move next by Amushi.
All right. On the left or right of Nishi?
On the right side, where
All
close
right.
by Mushi is.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah,
All right.
and that'll be end of my turn.
All right. Illyria.
Yum. Okay. So maintaining altitude. Actually, I shouldn't have any problem shooting over them, right? Because I'm higher.
Right.
Okay, then screw it. I'm not moving.
Oh. Excuse me, I'm a hiccup.
All right. So 14 is going to hit for 11 piercing.
Yeah.
All right. As this arrow slams into this bird, and its grip tightens, its talons just kind of tighten on the spear shaft it's got, and its gaze drifts upward to where the shot came from.
I would like to hide.
Which one did she just shoot?
That guy
The-
right there.
yeah.
That one? Okay.
This one.
All right. Anything else, Illyria?
I make a rude gesture at the bird.
All right. Lothar.
All right, Lothar is going to actually swing back around in this direction. Here.
All right.
So I'm going to swing back around, and I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers again.
All right. On which one?
The elemental thing.
Okay. Wisdom check. All right. So you can see it's the clouds about Gerbender just kind of quiver for a second
Mm-hmm.
before they fly away. 5, 10, nope. 10.
Is there any
20.
way I could change the aiming of this thing?
36.
Because I meant to aim it towards everybody else.
So it
Because I'm
flies
here,
in
right?
the exact opposite direction. Yeah, so
So
5,
it'd be in this direction, right?
10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90 to there.
Cool.
All right. And a 22 is going to be a hit as Gravender crashes his blade through the being for 10 slashing damage.
Finally.
I'm actually gonna not attack it, so I'm gonna save my reaction.
All right. And anything else, Lothar?
I've already actually given Illyria inspiration, so I don't need to do that. No.
Does Illyria get an attack of opportunity since it moved like right past her?
It's 30 feet below her.
Oh, right.
Aerial combat.
No, that's it.
All right. And
I guess I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna move back around Gravender to the other side. So back over here, that direction.
all right.
I have a purple dot.
That's just because I just now remembered that spell around you is concentration.
It is.
So for future attacks against you, there's going to be a Constitution save to maintain it.
Understood.
All right. So anything else, Lothar?
That's it.
All right, Mushi.
I can't believe I got
Okay.
that spell off twice. Oof.
On this magical bird of wonderness, I am going to aim my first 2 towards this one,
Okay.
and my second 2 towards this one.
Okay.
Nice on the second too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first 2 sucked.
That's all right.
I can do my magical reroll if I really feel it necessary, but
I think that's for your spells, not so much
Yeah,
for magic items.
I don't think that works
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
that's a magic
So-
item.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
But as you fire off each one of these magic missiles in the directions of the birds, you see both of your targets struck and immediately falling from the sky.
Do they
It
turn?
worked.
Do they turn into puffs of feathers like in the cartoons?
They do not.
Oh man,
Oh.
that would have been so cool.
Anything else you would
Yeah.
like to do?
I would like to move to here.
All right. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And with that, the air elemental darts its way up towards Illyria.
Didn't think about that one.
And begins to almost swarm her as the air grows rapidly faster and faster around this giant vulture. And Illyria, can you roll me a strength save?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
All right. So Illyria, you feel the straps around your legs snap, and you go flying 5, 10, 15, 20
Wait,
feet.
I can't grab at them as I feel
Not for this one, no.
rude.
Oh,
And
no.
Illyria is currently 430 feet up in the air
Well,
with nothing but air below her.
nice knowing you
man.
kids.
And with that,
Oh,
Gravender
no,
is up.
flying potion!
That doesn't do me any good.
I
Here!
come to you.
I have
Wait.
a flying potion.
I will give it
Is
to you.
Ilaria? Is Ilaria falling down?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Oh no, not another one. No. Why?
I feel totally terrible about this. This is all my fault.
Me too.
So let's see. She's way over there. I have nothing to do. Is there any chance my bird can get over there in time to catch her?
You've got 60 feet of movement. Basically, on her turn, she drops. Can't remember the number, but
580
She was, like,
feet
already-
per 6 seconds.
yeah,
But she was already like really high above us, so that gives us more time to get
She
to
has
her. Correct?
less than a turn.
Yeah.
gives you several split seconds longer.
That's all we need. We can save you.
Would not my knight be moving to catch me on his damn bird?
On his turn, absolutely.
Get a turn?
His turn is essentially going to be your turn.
Oh shit.
And I'll give him the first movement.
Oh god.
Okay. Let's see. Quite honestly, would Gravender even know this is happening behind him?
She's screaming if it helps.
I would presume so, since the wind kind of
Oh,
forced itself off of you in that direction
Okay.
before going
Like I
upwards.
don't. No one
And
has
I'm-
ever heard a scream of this particular
Not from
high
Valeria.
pitched, like pure terror out of her before.
Okay, so
Literally
I'm
never sound that you have heard.
I'm
from
going
me.
to attempt to get my knight to catch her in whatever fashion I can do.
All right.
Save her, Gravender.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Oh,
45.
Do the guardians
shit.
help? Do the spirit guardians help? Protect her.
And
You are 30 feet below her, so that should help, right?
I'm assuming I'm having to like dive down to try to angle
Yeah,
over
yeah,
towards
yeah.
her.
Geometry, love it.
so real quick, Gravender, would you like to try and like grab for Illyria, or do you want the giant vulture to try and grab with like its talons?
I will try to grab her.
All right.
Oh.
So roll me an
You can
athletics
do it!
or roll me an athletics check for this.
She's very acrobatic. Can she
Oh,
try and position
come on.
herself to be?
Oh
easier to
my
catch?
god.
21, yes.
Don't even need to, as Illyria's arm is yanked back upwards by
Oh, God.
Gravender.
That's gonna hurt.
It doesn't even matter because you're alive.
Yeah, but can the bird carry two of us?
3.
We're gonna find out.
At least you're much lighter than I am.
That's true.
So I'm assuming that was my
Yeah.
full action and everything.
Yes.
Illyria's not like injured or anything, is she?
I don't believe so.
She just got thrown from the saddle.
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna have a sore shoulder. Worth it.
She sorry, she did, or at least she was supposed to take 14 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
as she was flung away. I don't think I said that.
No.
yeah, you didn't.
No. You're just
You
like,
didn't
oh
say
god,
it,
I'm
does
gonna
that
kill
mean it's
another
bad?
character.
I don't think that part's really important. I think we can just leave it out.
Of all times for Gravender
So
to
she
roll
did take
well.
a little bit of damage.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to like hang on to her and spend whatever extra action or movement I can to try to like get her positioned over the bird proper.
All right.
I really need to prepare a healing word. That would be handy.
I got you, brother.
All right.
Note to self: flying potions for everyone when we get back down.
We need to get some of these freaking squirrel suits that these guys got. Oh god. I'm all alone.
Yeah, 'cause I don't-
Got nobody beside
Heading towards
me.
Lothar.
It's alright. I'm the one to fall and die.
No, don't say that. No.
Okay, seriously, if this guy dies from falling, I want all of my characters to die from falling, just for the hell of it.
No, don't say that.
Well,
no.
luckily for Lothar, each one of their individual attacks was a natural one.
Oh my god.
So the bird is
I
just
can just-
blocking spears at this point.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I can just
But
see
that's
him
their
like in the
turn.
far future having this character, and it's like all this terrible stuff is happening, and he like literally trips and falls and kills himself.
Fall down
Like
the
on
well
a
and
pebble.
drown.
But Cassie, you're up.
Okay. I'm going ahead and cast another magic missile.
All right, and who would you like to target with that?
The one almost front of me. Like,
That one?
yes.
All right. Fire away.
Oh man.
And bam, bam, bam. Each one of these bolts slams into the side of this bird-like creature, and it tumbles from the sky.
Oh.
Anything else you would like to do?
Oh man. Let's see. I wonder. Oh. I don't know. Do you think I should cast another magic missile of another sphere or no?
Well, real quick, are you keeping track of your spell points? Spell slots?
You mean the blue one?
I mean the number on your character sheet.
Oh, you talk about the
Like each time you cast a spell of the corresponding level, the numbers go down. Like you don't get an infinite number of spells.
no. Well, instead,
have
I
4
I
first level spells, so you'll be okay, but you'll have to use your sorcery points if you want to cast another spell. But you
Okay.
can't do magic missile because it shoots off more than one. It has to do something that just does one attack. Like you could do your ray of frost, but you'd have to spend, I think, 2 sorcery points to do that.
Okay. I guess instead, I'll go ahead, move down close by Mushi.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. And with that, Illyria is up. You are currently
I am currently.
not very comfortably atop this giant vulture with a knight and Gravender,
I'll be coming soon.
and it's clear that this vulture was not made to seat 3 people. It wasn't made to sit 2, let alone 3. And so it's slowly going down, not like at a dangerous rate, but it's clear like it can't maintain this altitude.
So you're saying
Okay.
it's falling with style?
My vulture is doing what?
I was just gonna say he is headed in your direction. If I can find
He engulfed
Gash
the
Jar
wind
character
thing.
sheet.
And how long would it take us to get back to the spire?
About
How,
10 minutes or
Oh,
so.
screw that.
Like this wasn't really that long after you guys left the spire.
Can we do like
Oh
a
man.
midair like fuel transfer kind of deal?
Except rather than fuel, it's Illyria transferring.
Cargo
Yeah.
transfer. Cargo transfer.
Absolutely. So the vulture darts away from the air elemental. That is not the right
Oh
one.
God.
The soldier's controlling the air elemental. Kill him.
I knew you were part
And
of the
he-
cult.
And as it does so, the elemental slams into one of the wings of the vulture, dealing 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking
Ooh.
shit. He's almost. I don't want to get on him
Putting
now.
the
He's almost
vulture at
dead.
13 as it comes
Here-
up along slightly below the vulture that you guys are currently on.
Give that vulture to Gravender.
That is so fucked up.
He's
Sorry.
strapped in anyway. That wouldn't work.
Let's
Okay.
go up his.
This is great. What's gonna happen?
I got a redirect notice, so
All those
nothing good.
Google
I
images.
Oh, it's a bunch of fail gifts. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
But you,
Okay,
you need to
so-
see the gift though.
I don't know which one. You gotta actually go to it because it just links to the album.
Oh, crap.
Send it again.
Anyway.
That's exactly how failed this is right now.
Oh goodness.
any one of these things could happen.
Yes. Somehow a treadmill shows up in the middle of nowhere and an exercise ball.
No.
But Illyria, if you would like to attempt to jump to the other vulture,
Yes.
just roll me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics.
That one.
Acrobatics.
We're gonna go with this one. Oh my god. I have inspiration. Do I get to take the 20 because I have my inspiration?
No, you have
If
to
you
roll
wanna
a
use
D6.
Your inspiration, you got to roll a d6.
Oh right, shit. Okay. We in our other
Oh,
game, we
yes.
just
Yes,
dick
yes,
is,
that is so what's going on.
Not gonna lie, I
17.
saw that. I was like, hey, that guy looks like Amanda.
All right, so Illyria leaps for the large bird flying below her, grabs hold of one of the straps, pulls herself up as it snaps, and within a split second, she reaches and grabs another strap that's dangling loosely. So she's now more or less on this second giant vulture.
when we get out of this, I'm having a very strong word with your quality control.
I think we might be
do
able
I-
to get
that was
Illyria
my
to drink
action,
after
right?
this.
Yes.
Okay, so does my knight have any movement left?
Yes, he does. He's got 5, 10, 15, 20. He's got 40 feet of movement left.
Okay, so we're gonna use that to go as far away from that elemental as we can in this direction.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. To there. And with that, Lothar is up.
Oh, come on, Lothar.
Yes, Lothar. Savior of everybody. Alright, yes. Is Birdman in attack of opportunity range of me or my
Of the
the
Vulture.
vulture? Alright, well, fuck the vulture. I'm going after the air elemental.
All right.
So, yeah. So just put me in between the air elemental and Gerbender and Illyria.
All right.
They're here-ish.
And you can hear the Vulture yelp out as it takes 6 points of piercing damage. So another spear is thrust into it. So 5,
And you
10,
say I'm
15,
cool for putting my cat in a
30,
box.
35, 40,
Oh, man.
45. Like there?
Yeah, I want to be able to touch it.
Okay. I'll say there.
Okay. I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna do something cool.
Stick your hand in it.
I am actually.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna use inflict wounds on it. 18.
All right.
Shit.
So an 18 is going to hit.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna say to it, "You stay away from my friends. Feel their pain." And I'm gonna try to grab it by its
Yes.
ethereal
When did Lothar
throat.
get
Feeling the
creepy?
pain. As this swirl of wind whips about Lothar's hand, and
You're
you
the
can just see
awesomest wife
wisps
ever.
of air just fading all around his hand as he's almost like he's reaching into a tornado. And as he does so, the tornado's just dissipating
Oh,
upon contacting his
Amanda's
hand.
trying to get your attention.
Oh, man.
so are
She
you
wants
saying
cookies,
it
too.
had no effect? Is what you're saying?
I'm saying it was absolutely having an effect.
Oh, like
She's my
It's
favorite. I
19
love
points of
her.
necrotic
Whispering
damage.
away.
Okay.
Wait, who's your favorite? What?
It's me.
Allie.
Wow. And with that, Mushi falls to her death suddenly.
Oh.
Worth
Provocation.
it. It was worth it.
So okay, so that was that. That was. Wait. That wasn't my last. Did you deduct a spell from my list?
Nope. Not that I know of.
I did.
What spell are you looking for?
Well, no, I'm just. This thing is saying I'm only down to 1 first level spell, and I should be at 2.
Well, that's.
I used
definitely
Dissonant
not
Whisper.
right.
Oh no, you're right. I used Dissonant Whispers twice and Healing Word once. Okay, so I'm actually out of first level spells. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
So it looks like this tour really didn't go as planned at all.
All right, Mushi.
We took the scenic route.
Let's save the witty banter for after everything's dead.
I'm debating going after the Birdman or the Air Elemental, and I can't decide which one.
Well, what would Mushi do?
I don't know. She is going to go
Does
forward,
she save me?
and she is going to use this lovely witch bolt that she loves to use because she rarely gets to use it ever.
All right.
20!
All right, come on, Mushi.
That is
It's 19 damage.
19 damage.
Wow.
That is awesome! Oh my god! That's
Amen.
what Ryushi would do. She would
It's
rock it.
maintained upon it
And you can use your action to deal another 1d12 lightning damage automatically.
every turn.
Yes!
Every
I'm returned! I'm concentrating! This is why I was so excited when the druid came out of a lightning tree. Now you understand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Witch Bolt is badass.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so
All right.
excited. I'm never
Mushi,
that close
anything
to
else
people.
you would like to do?
I'm concentrating. Don't ask me such questions.
When I
Okay.
become an Eldritch Knight, that's one of the spells that I'm going to be taking.
It's gonna come after me now,
You
isn't
could
it?
always take, the feat, but anyway.
What feat?
Which feat is it's the Oh god. Good, continue on.
All right, so Lothar,
Yes.
you can feel the air compact into a slam against the vulture you're riding.
I'm
And the
cutting
vulture-
words on the vulture.
All right, let's see it.
It's here somewhere. I think this one does it. Oh yeah, so I get to use a d6 and subtract it from the windy thing's attack.
All right,
So I'll roll that now.
we
Minus
got a
2.
13. Okay, so an 11 is still gonna hit the vulture you're riding upon
Damn it.
for the magic number of 16 points of damage.
Does that kill my bird?
That kills the bird you're
Oh
on.
no!
Oh my
As
god!
Lothar is now
Oh,
falling from the
I-
sky.
Oh no!
Oh, this is a good thing. Because I have second level slots, so I can do spells that are first level at higher levels. I'm okay. Hopefully.
And as Lothar begins his descent, he can feel the air compact around him once again. And Lothar, what is your armor class?
Oh man.
18.
It better be
You feel
freaking magical for the armor that's killing
a
you.
solid blast of 14 bludgeoning damage
I'm
right
alright.
into the top of your scalp.
Wait.
Just
what?
a little goodbye. 14 points of bludgeoning damage right into your face.
Top of my scalp.
Ooh.
You prick. As I'm falling
Does
down.
it send him into an uncontrolled tumble?
Now who's on the same
I'm
team?
kidding. Oh no, you're Knight! Oh wait, he has Featherfall. Never mind.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, oh yeah, he's good.
Fuck the Knight.
10, 15, 20,
Oh, fudge nuts.
30, 35. And Mushi, you can feel the air swarming all about you.
But I'm
No.
concentrating.
You are concentrating as it's Grubender's turn.
Okay. So, Lothar is now falling.
Mhm.
Yes.
Where are the enemies in relation to us now? Are like all the bird guys dead?
So there's still one bird guy here to the south. I can just do
And
that.
the wind
To the
man.
right there. And there's the air elemental swarming Mushi.
I got this. I'm concentrating.
God, this freaking thing. Is...
Okay, I'm going after the air elemental.
All right.
Save Lothar! We can't have him die.
I know Lothar has Featherfall. He's cast it on me before.
What
Let's
would
hope to
prevent
God I
it
pass
do?
my concentration check. Otherwise, I won't be the first party member to splat at the bottom of a ravine.
Wait a minute. Can the druid craft do anything save lives?
Is the druid craft's range more than 400 feet?
30 feet. Oh god.
Oh no.
What would Gerbender do? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
So, do I need to like move myself, or
Yeah, if you can move you, I can move the vulture and the knight.
60 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sup.
Sup, y'all?
Clearly, we all need to be hovering inside his little spirit circle.
But the elemental thing is still around Mushi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, I'm about to take care of that.
Don't worry.
Get
I'm
him.
concentrating on it. It will not kill me.
Go get him.
Okay, this time I'm going to do better.
I believe in you, Gerbender.
See, look at that.
Yes.
He slices through the air itself. You can hear it sounds like the wisps of some kind of a scream nearby in the swirling winds for 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh man.
Did that seem to do anything?
It did, yes.
Do I have any idea if this air elemental is like wounded or?
Is it bleeding?
Does it look more
Talon emits a faint glow as it slices through the elemental, leaving behind a gap within this kind of swirl of wind that slowly closes back up.
Slowly.
Okay.
Not after the misses Gerbender has had, he knows that this clearly did something, whereas before his blade just went right through, having no obvious effect. Here it seemed to like tear a hole in it.
Okay.
Will it become a black hole by any chance?
Suck
Yep.
yourself into it. And
World's
everybody,
dead. Boom, that's the end of the campaign.
This will be bad.
Thanks for playing.
So that's what the
Have a nice
air
day. Goodbye.
cultists are all about. Black holes.
Anything
Okay.
else you would like to do?
No, I think that's gonna be it for me.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Cassie, this one is throwing its javelin nowhere near you with that roll.
Oh my god.
But you're up.
Okay, I'm go ahead, cast my. Oh shoot! Hold on. My magic missile.
All right. And who are you targeting with this?
The one straight after me.
This guy?
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
So just boom, boom, boom. 3 bolts of light fly forth from Cassie's hand, slamming into
Yes.
this creature, knocking it clear out of the sky as it begins its tumble. Anything else you would like to do?
Okay, 2 options. Should I go inside the circle or close by Lothar?
Lothar is still falling.
Oh my god. Should I save him or it's too late?
Cassie's given up on him.
No! No!
So
Am
that's
I
up to
Go
you,
save
Cassie.
him.
What do you want to do?
No, save Lothar.
All right.
Yes.
So where would you like to go, or what would you like to do?
Come straight towards save Lothar.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. As your vulture is darting past Mushi, a solid column of air slams into it for 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Please don't die.
And the vulture drops for 10 feet before regaining its balance and continuing to flap towards Lothar.
Wait, am I falling too?
No,
you
you're
did.
not.
You did.
Okay.
Your vulture recovered, but it took
Okay.
a very hefty blow.
Okay.
All right, so Illyria.
Wait,
Let's take
do
out
we
this
not
wooden
know if
stuff.
he was able to save Lothar?
So she used her action to cast Magic Missile, and she used her movement to move closer towards it. So essentially, Lothar could have something to attempt to grapple hold of once he's used his Featherfall, because I think Featherfall only lasts like a minute
1 minute.
or something like that,
1 minute.
which wouldn't get him to the base of this canyon.
Okay.
It wouldn't?
Well,
No, because don't you fall... How far each round? 30 feet?
Descent slows to 60 feet per round. I could
Never
travel
mind, you wouldn't make
600
it.
feet before I...
Right. So you
as
wouldn't
long-
make it.
As long
Never
as I
mind.
pass my concentration check,
Yes.
I will survive.
honestly, it doesn't matter. Illyria doesn't have anything useful against the fucking elemental anyway, so she's gonna go for Lothar.
All right.
Does this
I
mean...
think this music is very fitting right now.
It is really great music for this.
All right. Illyria, can I get an athletics check from you?
Yes.
Assuming you're reaching for Lothar,
Yeah.
falling through the sky. All right.
Nice!
So Lothar,
Oh, wow.
you are tumbling head over heels through the air before your leg is suddenly jerked back up, and Illyria has got a very firm grasp hold of you as she is pulling you back up into the air. And in a very similar fashion, 3 people are now upon Illyria's grip, vulture.
Cargo transfer.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it. I'm gonna stay near his vulture in case he wants to get back over.
All
My
right,
vulture is
Lothar.
falling to the ground.
His vulture
Oh, your
is
vulture is
falling.
dead.
Yes, my vulture is dead, and my
Whoops.
knight is
Okay.
probably squirrel suiting away.
Then we are unfortunately out of the fight, and I would imagine that we're gonna try and make a controlled descent to the nearest
Alright.
safe landing spot.
All right.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta. Do I have any? Do I have a thing for this?
Unless you
During
can fly,
this
in which
split
case
second,
you-
the knight who was mounted upon the giant vulture with Lothar engages his squirrel suit and turns himself back in the direction of the Feathergale Spire.
All right. I'm gonna. Let's see. All right. Well, shit. The only thing that I got that's far enough range to actually hit this thing is this spell. So I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna see if I can go for a 3-peat, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level. No, make it
All right.
3rd level. I'm gonna make it 3rd level.
All right. And this is at the air elemental.
Yeah, let me make sure that that actually does something at a higher level. Because I don't seem to have it on my thing. Dissonant Whispers at higher levels, she casts a spell in some slot or higher, increases damage by 1d6 for each slot above first, so I do an extra 2d6 on top of that.
All right. So, without even needing to roll for this guy, Lothar, how do you want to do this?
Oh.
I'm gonna go just a primal. Instead of a Dissonant Whisper, I want it to be just be a primal scream at the top of my lungs, and just try to belt out as much air as I can.
All right. And as you do so, you can visibly see this sound wave leave Lothar dangling upside down from this giant vulture in Illyria's
Rocking
grasp, right towards the large vulture that Mushi's mounted upon. And
Throw
it
the horns.
bursts as it connects with this swirling vortex of a figure that's just been pummeling the party, and it makes contact and just almost immediately vaporizes the cloud as it does so. With that, we are out of combat.
And I'm gonna
man.
look up to our knight and then say, "Get us the hell back to the tower.
I don't think you can.
Get us as
We're
close
too
to the
heavy.
tower as we can."
Is there any chance, like, if my vulture flies up and grabs another limb of Lothar, that we can kind of like do it together?
Oh, no,
That's very-
no. I need to be Chuck Norris on the top of 2
Doing the splits.
vultures doing the splits back to the tower.
That wasn't Chuck Norris. That was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I thought that was a... No.
They both did it.
No, Chuck
one
Norris
did it,
was
and then
a
the other
parody.
one up.
Chuck Norris was a parody. He was on a plane.
Oh, I know.
Two-
I never saw that.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. If I cast Featherfall, would that lighten my load to carry us back?
I would say yes.
All right, I'll cast Featherfall at 2nd level
All right.
on the 3 riders, so that we're all lighter.
All
I'm
right.
not gonna lie, I'm a little upset. I was determined to concentrate and do more damage. But it's cool.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, after Grabender's attack, it had 1 hit point left.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All I had to do was hit it. Oh god.
Not even fair. I could have.
So
Go away,
one more
man.
damage from anyone at any point in the fight.
If Grabender would have just gotten one more damage.
Wait, could regular arrows damage it?
Yes, but half damage.
Because it's
Ah,
resistant.
fuck.
It's resistant to
You
bludgeoning.
totally-
I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't take damage at all. Or I would have shot an arrow at it.
Hey, you saved my life.
Oh wait, I couldn't have because okay. Yeah, you were falling. I
You
suppose I
had
made
this
the right choice.
muck in your arm.
And I, as we're flying back, I'm gonna reach up and try to grab Illyria's arm and pull myself.
Oh yeah, we're getting him like in a less upside
No,
down.
no,
position.
I'm just hanging. Yeah. I look like.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, I don't want to interrupt, but I think my family is waiting for me for the dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's
No worries. You made it to the end of the fight. Lothar
yes.
wasn't
Thank
the write-off
God.
after all.
Oh, I know. Thank God. Okay. I hope I'll see you guys later. If it's gonna be later, then I'll see you next week.
We're probably going to be ending soon here.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was very epic. The first time doing air flying battle.
Air acrobatics.
Yes. Oh, thank God I survived.
Sometimes. All right. Well, take care.
I will.
Enjoy
Thank
dinner.
you
Have a
guys.
good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right.
I'm
So the
assuming I
party.
don't get advantage on that.
No, you do not. So the party makes their way back in the direction of the spire. I'm assuming that's what you guys said, right? You're heading back for the spire.
Yeah, I guess. Since we have to.
Would my passive perception help that any?
It would not. No.
Okay. I was needing to be actively looking at something.
Yes. We can stop with
Did
the
we
fight
ever
music.
identify what those things were?
Yeah,
You did
I would.
not.
No.
I would like to. Before we go, like, if we could kind of like,
You can.
I would like to kind of like do a stop by at least one of them. Maybe this one, since it looks like it's on the higher level of the canyon. At least stop by.
Lothar and I at least have to go straight back.
Yeah.
'Cause I think if our vulture lands, it's not.
Mushi,
not
are
good.
you doing the thing where you're grabbing half of Lothar on the way back?
I thought he was gonna do his feather fall.
I did.
That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Okay.
if he was gonna do his feather fall, no. So I'm gonna go check out this guy because he's on top of the canyon. I'm not worried about any of the gnolls living down there.
All right. So Mushi, as you start heading down back towards the canyon, roll me a perception check. See if you can find roughly where the body landed.
Oh dear.
Stupid perception. I rolled good
What
all
were you
day.
trying to perceive?
I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh. I will never
Alright.
find these bodies. Let's go to the spire.
So as you're heading downwards, you can see what looks to be a spattering of blood near the cliffside. Presumably it hit here once and then toppled over the cliff's edge somewhere down below. It's hard to make out because
Well.
there's some brush and foliage.
You know, there's
And even a
trees and
river.
water and stuff, and I'm flying, so whatevers.
When I spotted the birds, did I see like a general area that they came from?
Yes, you did. You
Where is that area?
stand by. Kind of about here-ish.
Okay,
Oh. Oh.
so not the tower. Is
Okay.
really
Not the tower, no.
the important thing. Okay, there-ish. Got it.
Okay. Bam. And bam, 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 bam. One by one, the party makes their way back to the top of the spire. Shy one vulture. Fella. As Illyria, Lothar, the knight, and the giant vulture are able to make a bit of a rough landing up at the top of the spire. For they are followed by Grubender and Mushi moments later.
And Cassie.
Yeah.
No, she's just gonna float about.
she went on.
I mean, she knew that the entire party was probably dead by this point.
Well, we did have two of us fall off the damn birds.
So
I think we did good, guys.
do we
did
do we
good.
do we touch ground then?
Yeah.
We made it like almost 10 minutes.
It's a
away
hard
at
landing,
this.
but you guys survived.
I get off the bird and I am never getting in the air again. This is the second time in 12 hours that I have fallen from some freaking beast.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes.
You could have just
Thank
held
you.
on a little longer. Onto your dead vulture.
Grabender, would you like to get some pheasant?
Yes, please.
I need a drink.
I think I'm done with flying.
Boots on the ground, my friend.
Exactly.
The vulture begins to take off moments after the rider hops off as well. And he looks in the general direction of where the most people kind of gathered up here on the roof. And he says, "What the hell was that?"
Air.
Wait,
doesn't
the
happen to
vulture
you
says that?
No, the guy.
Okay. I was like, they can
Mushi is
talk?
clearly out of it.
Well, you said the vulture got up and moments later turns around to the group and says, I didn't hear you say
Rider.
the knight says. Okay,
The
okay.
rider.
Out of character,
did not
we
hear that
haven't
part.
we haven't seen any elementals before, correct? I don't think.
Correct.
I don't think
That was the party's first.
that was a part. Ooh.
It's funny because I was playing Neverwinter, the MMO, on my Xbox earlier today, and I'm still working my way through the Elemental Evil campaign, and I was fighting a bunch of dudes in the fucking like air section.
Nice. That's funny.
It's like you knew.
I'm-
And I play a
Destiny.
rogue.
Of course you do. I'm gonna tell the knight. I have no idea. I mean, did you see the way that the air moved around everybody?
Says, "Yes. I also saw the way it took out one of the riders and its mount."
Did that knight not make it back?
He just shrugs his shoulders and he says, "I have no idea. You know just as much as I do."
Then why are you
Can I go like to the edge and like look out and see if I can see him maybe squirrel flying about?
Sure.
And
Be
while
from
she,
that side.
well, she,
I don't know what where it's supposed to be.
You guys flew in from this direction, roughly.
Okay.
So, as she's doing that, I'm gonna talk to the knight or yell at the knight. And why are you asking all these questions? Go
Maybe-
get him.
He says, because if you lot brought something down upon this spire, we have the right to know about it.
It attacked you too, not just us.
Yes, but we've been flying this valley for years, and we've never been attacked by something like that before.
Neither have we. We keep our boots on the ground.
Do I see anything?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Ah,
You can see the distant form of a figure
it's Batman.
flying, floating, but nowhere near the top of the tower.
And his feather fall wears off.
is there any way I can get back on this vulture and go after him?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the guy on the
Why
vulture?
Wait, why would you get on there with him? He can't
Well,
carry
I
three.
can see it. Okay, well, I will point to the guard and be like, there is your knight. Go save him.
And he looks up. He looks up in the direction that you're pointing and does not move. As the guy continues to float towards the bottom of the tower, and he disappears from sight.
What the hell? I'm going to look at the knight and be like, why are you not going after him?
And he looks down at you and he says, if there are more of them out there, I stand little chance.
Well, then let me drive your vulture and I will get him myself.
And he just scoffs at this remark. He says, if he activated his suit as he was trained to do, he should have at least made it back into the, I keep liking on the
Stables.
word, not barracks, stables, thank you, into the stables below.
But I would like to run downstairs and make sure he made it safe. And if not, I will find him. No man left behind. Except for Rom. No, we took him with us. We're good.
Wow.
Wow.
And as Mishi does this, the vulture falls off the edge of the spire. As Mishi runs past the party, straight for the stairs, proceeds down them.
All the way down. Like, lightning speed.
I'm gonna look at that knight and say, you couldn't take down something like this? And us who are new to this area could? What kind of knight are you?
Piss him off, shit.
And he steps closer to Lothar and shoves him backwards up against the wall. And he
I'm
says,
out, guys.
I never proclaimed that we weren't able to take them down. If we didn't have so much weight on the back of our vultures, there's no telling what we could have done to these creatures. I'm
Illyria's-
saying, and he shoves Lothar again against the wall. He says, I'm saying that we weren't attacked by creatures such as this until the likes of you showed up.
Illyria's gonna step in between him and shove him back. And ask, what were they?
He says, that's what I was asking you.
Well, we clearly don't know, genius. You're the one that patrols the skies.
And
Tell me
you're
what
the
you
ones
do know.
leaving marks upon our spire. And he points his finger at Lothar.
I thought that was John Tar's calling. That was his symbol. He gave me his crest.
For a split second there, I thought Jontar's calling was like one of those weird name spells. And I was like, what's that one supposed to be?
It was his crest. I was showing him that I sympathized with his crest. If you've got a problem with that, talk to him.
So I believe I've just got a problem with you.
We can settle it right here if you want.
Really, let us just stop this bickering. Clearly, there is something we do not understand that is after either us or the tower or the spire or something. Why must you bicker among yourselves like this?
Roll me a persuasion check, Urbender.
Oh, you know how persuading Gravender is.
Who knows?
Extra persuading. With a side of know-how.
Hey!
Very
All
persuading. Oh my god.
So you can see the clenched fists of this knight slowly loosen up as he turns his attention, his glare from Lothar. He kind of drops it as he turns to look at Grubender. And he says, I suppose you're right. There does appear to be more here at work than the likes of even he could think of. And he
I have
pushes...
traveled with Lothar for some time now. I do not believe he has the capability to summon such a creature.
And he pushes his shoulder into Lothar as he walks by him
Can Illyria
towards
trip
the
him?
stairs. If you want to roll me an acrobatics or athletics
I was
check.
actually
Like
just
on-
I was
like
gonna
on
say
the
the
fly.
same thing. I was gonna do you were right before me. I was gonna say, can I trip him?
I am so glad I'm downstairs right now.
God. My god, this
Oh,
is
crap, I think.
How do you trip somebody in such a way that he doesn't notice that it was me? Like I want to stealth trip.
that's not good. He's gonna go he knows it's me if he actually trips.
All right, so as Illyria reaches her foot between the very feet of Lothar, the knight walking by trips and falls flat on his face with a very loud clatter erupting. And the vulture nearest Grubender lifts itself up, being startled.
So Illyria's just gonna be like, oh, so sorry, friend, and step over him and head downstairs.
All right. And
I'm
he
gonna-
picks-
I'm gonna reach down and try to, give him a hand up.
And he takes your hand and pulls himself back up to his feet. And without even making eye contact, he makes his way for the stairs.
Making my way downstairs.
So Mushi, in the meantime, streamlining her way down to the basement of the spire.
Do I see the
All
guy?
right. You see one of the Feathergale Knights kind of doing something with some of the saddles on one of the walls.
And on the other wall?
Which wall?
I see two on the map, but I'm just curious, I see
My side
one
for you
working
only
with
has
saddles.
one. So,
I see one here.
stepping forward,
and one
yeah,
here.
stepping forward, you see another knight tending to some of the crates around the central spire.
So I do not see one who just happened to fly into the spire.
You do not.
I would like to look to this knight and say, I have permission and I would like to ride this hippogriff.
Roll me a persuasion check, or roll me a deception check with disadvantage.
Well,
And
Double digits!
he looks back to you and he says, I've heard no such orders. Who gave you permission?
I was told that we could have this tower as it were our own. I was told to make this place home.
Oh my god, this is turning so bad so quickly.
I don't
And
know
he
what's
gives you
happening upstairs. Okay,
a
guys.
very confused look.
We have flown back from a attempted tour, and one of your knights has not returned. I fear the worst, and I would like to go out and get him.
As the stable doors burst open, and the knight kind of just falls forward. Like it's clear he's got his flaps engaged and out.
And I would like to run up and be like, you made it! I am so overjoyed to see you. You did not die.
So genuine. And he looks to you and he says, were you really worried?
I would have not run down the entire spire if I were not.
He says, well, you could have just landed right over there. And he points to any number of these other doors here on the bottom floor. Says, though, I
That's just
suppose.
how I know how to fly. And she kind of lets out like a soft chuckle. Ha.
And he kind of face palms as he says, on the vulture. He says, though I suppose I should be flattered that you were so concerned about me that you ran 5 flights of stairs to see how I fared. To see to my triumphant return to the spire.
I would like to ask you on your return, have you ever encountered such beings as those we just did? If that makes any sense at all.
Well, those were words. And he says, no, I've heard of no such creatures of this like. It was as if the very air itself descended down upon us to attack us.
It was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Says, why? Do you have any knowledge of such creatures?
Can I do like, I don't know, like a history check before I answer that to know if I do have any knowledge?
So how about you roll me an Arcana check?
No, great. Those fail me every time.
Single digits. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I told you, Arcana is like the least thing.
Aren't you a like arcane caster or something?
I have a +3.
Wow.
Like,
Clearly
this is
not
just-
helping.
Any time I've ever tried to roll Arcana checks, I fail.
So you have absolutely no idea what this is.
And I tell him, I have absolutely no idea whatsoever what in the world this could possibly be. In any world.
He says, we should speak with Thurl about this.
When will he return? I heard he left this morning.
He should be back sometime soon.
And I
He
nod.
gestures towards the spiral staircase and he says, after you, my concerned friend.
And I go back up the staircase, still slightly winded from running down so many stairs. So athletically.
All right. Meanwhile, Illyria, the knight, Grbender, and Lothar, where are you lot headed?
Hopefully, I'm not getting pushed down the stairs by an angry knight. Otherwise, just walking downstairs.
I'm staying close enough to the knight because I'm still fuming. So I'm gonna stay close enough.
Cause I'm
10 feet.
only fuming.
All right. And what floor are you headed towards?
I'm following wherever Illyria turns off to, and if that
I
knight
would
continues
assume
going,
that we
then-
need to report this to someone in charge. So wherever those people are.
They're out. Oh wait, no, the lady, right? She's still in.
I don't know.
You met her this morning.
Well, I mean, I know where her room is. I don't know where she is.
Okay, so they go down one flight of stairs.
Damn it, Ben!
Well, let's just pause here and let the knight continue on his merry way.
Okay, so the
Did
knight,
anyone else click on that link?
Yes.
Yes. God.
the knight continues down the stairs.
All right. So
I
where
had
do
never
we
seen
find-
that until like 3 days ago when Allie showed it to me.
Where do
Damn
we
it,
find the
Ben.
head Rowan?
Ben, you're grounded from sending links anymore.
Oh goodness. All right, so where are we going?
We're looking
That's-
for head bro in charge.
That's Savara,
Charles?
Savannah.
Thurston.
Charles is in charge.
Exactly.
Sir Charles.
Yeah, you guys are the one that have been here for the last 3 weeks, not me. Who's in charge and where do we find him?
He is out on a
And-
mission.
And
The-
have I met back with them yet? No?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
The lady you met with this morning was second in command. I think we should go to her first.
Sabra.
Sabra.
Actually, now's a good time to mention. Are we alone? Does it look like we're alone?
Yeah, the knight did just proceed to storm by you guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna
He can
like
continue his way down.
gesture them in, huddle time.
I'm not there.
Now,
Nope.
well, no, you're not, unfortunately. Don't worry, I'll tell you later.
Maybe.
So, I don't know that we should trust the head Sabra. There was a letter on her desk, from a queen, Erisy Kalinoth. And she's reciting from memory because she memorized that fuck. We are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cultists, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. This noble woman from Waterdeep has an interesting tale to tell, and we shall enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what they're planning next. Your beloved queen, Erisy
I know
Kalinoth.
I can't hear any of that, but
No.
No.
There's no but.
Whatever your question,
But-
no.
I would like to point out there
Kind
was
of,
two
kind
beds.
of think
in
of it as if you just had Ruby muted right
Yes.
then.
Anyway.
Killing me.
Do you think we should try to break this person out?
We don't know where they're being held.
This would
Just
be
because it was captured here doesn't mean she hasn't been transported elsewhere. We can look.
They did
but
say that they had a staircase leading to the bottom of the ravine. If you were holding somebody, that would possibly be the first place I would put them.
So real quick, they also did say that that was filled in like
He said the
Shortly
bottom
after
was
they
filled
got
in.
in.
He didn't say how far up it was.
okay.
I mean, if I was gonna hide somebody, I'd hide them down a 400-foot staircase. But that's just me.
But down that 400-foot staircase
Nothing.
is the canyon.
I know. That is a possibility. They did say that they constructed the stables after they got here. This is a keep. We gotta have some kind of holding cells in here.
We can look. The way the letter is worded, it's unclear whether this queen was using the royal we, or if it means the prisoner has been transported to her location already. So we can look, but I wouldn't expect necessarily to find something.
Agreed. Do you know how fresh that parchment was?
Dude, it's parchment. No.
Okay.
There wasn't a date on it, right then? Because there's
Right.
not on the letter
Right.
itself. Okay.
Just,
So, yeah,
just
no.
hanging out. Does it seem like it's fresh, rolled, unrolled, been read a couple times? Anyway. Okay.
The other implication is that the monastery is the home of the Earth cultists.
I had reason to believe that after Thurl saying that their masks are similar to the one that I described to him. That we saw in the cavern, the tunnels underneath Red Lodge.
We should keep going down and get Mushi. I don't want us to be separated, since we can't trust anyone here now.
Yeah. I think we should sleep in one room, and I can block off the doors for the evening.
Alright, let's go.
All right. So, Mushi, were you headed back towards the pinnacle?
I was just walking up the stairs. I
Right,
had
so I'm
no.
asking- So were you just going
I
up
had
one
no
flight of stairs? Were you
true-
headed back towards the top where the rest of your party was?
I was
What
heading
was your
towards
game
the
plan?
party. That I was
Alright.
looking for my party.
She wants dancing pheasant. That's what she wants.
All right.
That's what
So
comes
the
with it.
knight follows you, and everybody kind of finds their way back into each other here at the level where the feast table, the trophy room, is at. And the doors are currently ajar, and you can see the knight that walked by Illyria and Lothar is standing at attention, and Sabra is seated at the table eating. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Oh.
I don't even get to know this information.
No, you
yet.
don't. Wah, wah.
And you have to forget about it before next week.
Just don't want you to. But
Not even fair.
All right, so once again, we're
Just
going to
watch the
start
booty
off.
song, you'll forget.
Once again, we're going to end with your character's highlight for this session, and as well as what they hope to accomplish next session. So, starting left or right, Mushi. What was her character highlight for this session?
I really love flying. I've decided.
oh god.
That has been a highlight for me. She loves flying.
I think it's only because Mushi hasn't experienced falling.
Twice.
No, that's a lie, because Illyria actually still likes flying.
I've fallen twice.
I
In one day, really.
In one character.
That is once more than Rom. Fantastic.
Doesn't matter how many times you fall as long as you survive.
Exactly.
I would still like for this tour of these areas to continue, because I would really like to get an idea of like the fortresses we might have to try and break into one day. So I think it'd be really good for us to get like an aerial perspective of how big they are, maybe the idea of how many guards might be there. If we just happen to just fly over them gradually, pretending we're Feathergale's fire people, I really think that would be a huge benefit. So I would really like to accomplish that, even though it didn't go so well today.
Yes.
All right. How about for Illyria?
I feel like I should get like massive style points for tripping that guard. That was probably like my top 10 favorite things that I've ever done.
I kind of wish he
And-
would have fell down the stairs. Like, if he would have done it like 2 feet later, he would have fell down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude,
Just saying.
which one of us is evil aligned here?
He's a dick. Did you see what he did to me?
But that's a good segue into what she wants to do though, because Illyrium really wants to figure out what's happening in the tower, because it seems like the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing in this place, unless the guards are all excellent liars. GG.
Speaking of tripping,
Yes.
All right. So how about for Lothar?
Oh. Well, I am glad that I actually got my dissonant whispers off 3 times, and that I didn't die again. Thank God. And Character highlights. Well, I think standing up for the party was a highlight for Lothar. I mean, besides, killing a air elemental, which none of my party has done yet. But, no, definitely standing up for us. I think that was a highlight. Next session. Oh, God, so many things I want to do. I really want to sneak into that guy's bedroom at night. I really want to get my hands on one of those squirrel suits. Freaking A.
Well, maybe if you sneak into that guy's bedroom at night, he'll give you one.
That's a good point.
You're going to have to earn it.
Twofer. And let's see.
It's good.
I'm definitely agreeing with what Ruby said. I want to figure out who's really doing what in this tower. So that's for me. Next session.
All right. Angry Bender.
I think highlight of the session was, saving Ruby from falling to death.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was fun. I totally envisioned like the what was that stupid Sylvester Stallone movie with the rock climbing?
Cliffhanger.
I totally envisioned like grabbing, hanging there on the buzzard, grabbing her. Yeah. Only I didn't let her drop.
Right.
Pick her up and save her. So yeah, there's that. And as far as for next session, I feel like as long as these things are attacking us, we're getting closer. So, in some ways, I basically wanted to keep pushing and finding the places where we meet the most resistance.
We found a lot of resistance.
Not really. I mean, except for the fact that two of you guys almost fell.
Well,
The fight wasn't all that tough.
We don't know if that was directed either. I mean, it didn't come from the spire.
Well, see, that guy did say, because you put symbols on our building. I don't know. I really don't like
And they've also never fought anything like this. It just so happens that we go out there and all of a sudden there's these things attacking them.
Oh, I can't say it.
It's suspicious.
No. Thurl happens to be gone. Huh? Air Elemental happens to just show up. Huh?
I mean, I'm not saying it's
I guess
not
Thurl could
suspicious.
be an air
I'm saying
elemental, but
coincidence doesn't.
I've
I
had
think
enough.
Ben was right. It was bunnies all along.
yep.
Bunnies! Bunnies! It
Damn
must be bunnies!
Oh god. Cool.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Well, fantastic session tonight, guys. I'm glad nobody died.
Me too.
It was a close call
I
several
would have
times.
been
but we pulled
really,
through.
really mad if my first night back I had died.
Yep. Welcome back, Ruby.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Roll a new character.
Yeah. It's really too bad you couldn't have been there to see me roll a 1 on your stealth coming back down that tower.
Well, if I had been there, you wouldn't have rolled a 1 on my stealth, now would you?
You would have rolled a 1 on your stealth.
You think I would have rolled a 1, you don't know.
I don't think she's ever actually rolled a 1.
She has.
I have. Plenty.
She just has
Just
her
not when
ones
it
Not when it
disabled.
counts. Not when it counts.
Not when it counts.
Actually, I mean, if you think back, way back, when Droop was still alive,
You,
I can't think back that far.
You critically
And
failed
I-
your death saving throw
Yep.
yep,
and died, and then Droop brought you
Uh-huh.
back.
yep.
That was quite important.
She died,
Yeah.
died, and
She
Drew brought her
died.
back.
Oh,
Congratulations,
Like, Irma,
session number
yeah.
2. You're dead.
Yep. I remember a pile of skeletons, several critical hits, and then a crit fail death save.
That was some
Because-
bullshit. We walked in
Uh-huh.
there and you're like, ooh, loot. And then it was like, oh, hello, skeletons.
Well, no, because I
It's
was
all
trying
uphill
to
from
stealth.
there, though.
I was trying to stealth get up and stab one of them. Is what
Yeah,
happened.
she shot once, pinned the guy to the wall, killing him. And the other guy was like, oh shit,
Oh,
bad
shit.
things.
Yeah, so that was. Yeah, I was dead, and then we remembered the good berries.
Thank God for Rom, because you would have been dead if Rom wasn't there, because
Yeah.
he gave Droop that good berry.
That is very true.
Yeah, if only I'd known back then that healing word was a bonus.
You could have saved her easily.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
Now we know.
But yeah, that was
It's like
my
Sesame Street. We learn
that was
stuff
my-
every day.
terrible crit fail.
Mm.
But
I
I
feel
bet
like
you
it's
never
been too
use that
long
color
since
again,
we-
so it's all okay.
Since I was randomly able to introduce you guys to new knowledge during the game.
And now you showed us some booties.
I mean, to be fair though, that's not really new.
No.
Oh no, it was new to
seen
me.
that- I've seen that before.
Thankfully, he didn't link Anaconda, because that would have just been worse.
What? I love that video.
No, I'm
I
saying,
thought about it. It was gonna be the follow up.
When she takes the scissors to the banana and then like throws the rest of it away, that's my favorite part.
Oh,
She
goodness.
has no chill.
No.
Alright, well it's my bedtime.
Yeah.
Yep,
Alright.
it's time for bed.
Fun.
Oh,
Glad
Take
we're all
care,
Have a
guys.
wonderful night, and we are all still alive.
good
See
point.
you guys
See you
later.
next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Everybody.
Night, y'all. We'll see you next week.